Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Unit Lost. I am Stylosa, and in this video, we are going to go crazy with a bit of speculation as to what the new brawl could actually be for the upcoming Halloween event. Now, we know a few things already about Halloween Terror 2017. We know it is going to go live on the 10th of October. The reason for this is there was a leak from a video gaming store employee where he actually showed us one of the promotional posters that are needed to be put up in the store on the 9th of October. Now, well, you'd put things up in a store the day before you need them, wouldn't you? Like the night shift, maybe put the posters up so when the event starts the day after, all of the store is converted to what it needs to be advertising, okay? So that's what they're doing. Now, when we look at this poster, so obviously we know that the event will start on the 10th if these posters need to go up on the 9th. Anyway, when we look at this poster, we see a couple of things. We see the name of the event. We see that it is called Halloween Terror 2017. We see the Reaper skin from last year, and we see Junkenstein's castle, or the map where we actually did the event last year, in the background. That's three things there. So let's just talk about the Reaper skin to begin with. Why are they showing us an old skin? There's probably people out there thinking, well, that's pointless, right? Why advertise an old Reaper skin? The thing is, Blizzard absolutely hate leaks, and leaks are not really great for Blizzard's marketing of the event, because what they want to do is have all of this stuff drop the moment the event goes live, so it's like a major wow factor. And in the past, as we know, you guys know, I've covered a lot of this stuff, there has been a lot of leaks. So these leaks either come from sometimes internally at Blizzard, which is a Blizzard problem they need to sort out, but a lot of the time they come from external sources like this. Now you imagine if this poster actually had a brand new skin and maybe more information as to what the event is going to be, or rather the event's brawl. That would already be known right now, so that would lessen the impact of the event. Last year, we knew nothing about these events, so when they actually brought out promotional material, it has to feature the new stuff. Like, there is no way around it. However, because they do the same event year upon year now, and they just build upon the events, or at least that's the current plan. If we look at what Jeff said a while ago, and also when we look at the Summer Games, which was like a rehash of the last Summer Games, and we look at the ways they sort of upgraded that, we can sort of apply that to Junkenstein's Revenge. However, what I'm saying is they don't actually have to show us new stuff, because they can make promotional material using the old assets, because we will know as players, oh yeah, it's the Halloween Terror event coming round. What's it actually going to be, without actually spoiling any of the good stuff. So we also know from this poster that we can see a bit of the Junkenstein's kind of castle, the converted Eichenwald castle in the background. And obviously we see the name of the event. So if we use that logic, and then we also use the logic of the Summer Games 2017, let's look at how they actually upgraded that. Well, compared to 2016, yes, we get new skins. We'll always get new skins with events, but we got a new arena to play Lucio Ball in, which was exactly the same as the old arena, but it was just based in Sydney, so it had a different background. So you could sort of see like the Sydney Harbour Bridge, the orchestra. You know what I mean? The thing, why have I forgotten the name of the thing? The Opera House, the Sydney Opera House. There we go. That thing. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. And we got competitive Lucio Ball. So what are we going to get this time? Well, I think we're going to get Junkenstein's Revenge 2, because it kind of doesn't make sense to just do Junkenstein's Revenge again. Like, it needs to sort of be somewhere different, a different environment. So what I'm thinking is, when we look at the bosses for Junkenstein's Revenge, yeah, it was Junkrat, Roadhog, Reaper, and I was going to say May, and Mercy. It may as well have been May, because she is the devil. Those four heroes all got legendary skins. The bosses of the event get legendary skins. So if it's going to be called Junkenstein's Revenge again, most likely Junkenstein will be involved. I don't think he'll get a skin, but that means there will be slots for other heroes to actually be the bad guys this time around, and I think they'll swap up the heroes that we can play. Now, what they did before was kind of clever. You had like the gunslinger, you had the alchemist, you had the archer, and then you had the sort of like the warrior guy who was soldier, right? So you got soldier, Anna, Hanzo, and McCree. And the reason we got those heroes is because their ultimates synergize together for you to sort of defeat the mode on hard. At least that's what I think they were doing. But also as well, they do fit those kind of stereotypical archetype characters that you would see in these sort of like RPG style games, where you like, you know, like games of old. That's kind of what they're doing. It was pretty nice. However, what I'm expecting here, or what I'm hoping, is, in fact, I'll tell you what I'm hoping we get, right? So I don't want to be in the same area as we were before. I think Junkenstein's Revenge can just take us to a different area, throw in a different couple of bosses, but keep the event pretty similar, and also maybe some different monsters as well. Maybe, obviously, a little bit of a different storyline. Maybe we'll get a new comic with this as well, a new little bit of lore or something like that, and that'll be funny and that'll be great. What I don't want to see is us starting off in the same area again. In fact, I think I'll be quite disappointed if we play as the same heroes again. It's the same bosses again, but it's just, and it's in the same area, but then there's just some, you know, minor little tricks. Maybe there's a couple of extra bosses that get thrown in there, but it's pretty much the same event. I will be pretty disappointed. What I am hoping they do is attach a new area to Junkenstein's castle. Like, I almost want to progress through it. I don't think it's actually Junkenstein's castle, is it? Because we're stopping him getting into the castle. But you get what I'm saying. Like, I'd like a new area. I don't think it can start again with us trying to defend the door and then take us to another area. Maybe we play as the attackers this time and we have to sort of break through the door and then we go forward. But that's if they decide to change it around, because Junkenstein's Revenge is a horde mode. So Junkenstein's Revenge 2, if that's the way they go, is going to be another horde defensive mode again, I presume. But there is one last thing I want to talk about. The Uprising event had more detailed AI scripting for the PvE monsters, yeah? Whereas with Junkenstein's Revenge, it was very simple. They just sort of walked forward. So I think what we'll probably see as well is the application of some of the stuff that was designed for Uprising put into Junkenstein's Revenge. So I think we will see things like little sort of spontaneous events that happen. You remember where the drop pods came down with Uprising? I think we'll see things similar to that, like maybe some sort of like grotesque explosion and then monsters come running out of them or something like that. There are more detailed systems that they have built which can make this event more interesting. I just hope that they don't put us in the same map again, keep us with the same bosses, and it kind of feels like the same thing again. Also, as well, I expect them to put in a Junkenstein top 500 competitive again. They did this with Lucio Ball, and there kind of was a score system with Junkenstein's Revenge, but it wasn't like what we got with Lucio Ball, which was a fully fledged competitive system. Well, there you go, guys. I've been Stylosa, and this is Unit Lost. And this has been some speculation as to what we're actually going to get, brawl-wise, for the Halloween event. I firmly believe it will be Junkenstein's Revenge 2, and I hope it will be a little bit different than it was last year, and I hope we get to see new bosses, and they get new legendary skins, and potentially we get to play as different heroes, and also it has some form of competitive mode, because it would be nice to sort of go against other people, just like it was with Uprising with its leaderboard system, which I think was similar to Junkenstein's leaderboard system. But it would be nice to have like a, I don't know, like a form of competitive mode, if that would even be possible. Anyway, guys, I've been Stylosa. This is Unit Lost. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, then like the video, subscribe to the channel. You can join the Discord as well, guys, which is discord.gg/Unit Lost, and I will catch you on the next one. Toodaloo.